Brought to you by ExpressCare Health and Skin Center. Get in, get out, get better.
We are talking about New Year's resolutions, those promises to ourselves that practically all of us make, and tragically, very few actually pull off. But that's why we're here, and Dr. Jitka Lom, my good friend, is here from ExpressCare. And we are here, doctor, to help people actually make realistic goals, then hopefully achieve them.
Absolutely.
All right, so question number one comes to us from a person. I'm not sure if this is a male or female, but they say, I want to lose 30 pounds in 2014. That's a very lofty goal. What is the best way to do that, and how much weight should I target to lose each week?
That is such a great question. And to answer the last part of the question, a pound a week is really reasonable. So basically, you're going to give yourself 6 months to lose 30 pounds. That is a great goal. As far as what is the best way to do it, here's where your phone or your apps can come in handy, where you can calorie count. So you can put everything in that you're eating, and you can also schedule in exercise. And you really need to do exercise a minimum of 40 minutes before you start losing weight. 30 minutes is great for your heart, like we talked about for fitness, but for losing weight, you got to push it up to 40 minutes and higher. And really, I believe that doing it every day, gentle, moderate exercise every day, is probably healthier and a better habit for you than skipping days or whatever, because it's just too easy to say, oh, I don't have time today, or I'm, don't feel well or sick or whatever.
That seems to be a big misconception, because should people work out like hardcore, and should I say I'll go running for 2 hours like every third day, or should I just take a brisk walk every single day?
Just take a brisk walk every single day, and you'll have a nice routine in place, and that's half of it, so you don't have to think about it. It's just part of what you do. It's a routine. Every day you do it. If that's possible for you, it's really great. If you can't do that, well, we'll take 3 times a week, 4 times a week, but you really have to do it at least 3 times a week. But it doesn't work to bunch it up, so you do like 2 hours, one day, and then nothing for a few bunch of days, and then, like that. So trying to make it consistent.
The key word.
Consistent.
All right.
Yeah.
Question number 2 says, how much time, Dr. Lom, do I have to commit to exercising every day to lose weight? You talked about that previously and everything, but with the intent of weight loss.
Yeah, with the intent of weight loss, you need to push it past 40 minutes. So looking at about an hour every day. Some people will even do, a little bit in the morning and then again in the afternoon. So it's more like a couple of hours a day. That's okay. Just work up to it gradually. If you're used to doing nothing and then suddenly you're starting to exercise an hour a day, that will be too much for you. So start slowly. You can start 15 minutes. Go up by another 5 minutes the following week. So now you're up to 20, then you're up to 25. Every week you're up by 5 minutes. Pretty soon you'll be doing an hour a day, and you'll be achieving your goal, and you'll be so proud of yourself.
Exactly. You will feel fantastic if you set
Absolutely.
those little goals and then pull them off.
Just by keeping a promise to yourself, you feel so much better, because you know that you're there for yourself.
And
Good job.
You can actually do a lot more than you think you're capable of.
Absolutely. Most people give up too soon, or they beat themselves up. Oh, I didn't get into the gym today, so that's it. My whole diet's wrecked. No, it's not. Or I ate ice cream and now it's over. Or I smoked 1 cigarette, now I'm back to smoking. These are small steps back. Remember, always 2 steps forward, maybe slip back a little bit, but you're always moving forward.
Stay in the positive column.
Yes.
I want to talk about willpower. We'll probably do that like in another episode and exactly
Sure.
how to build that. Okay, but let's get on to question number 3 now. This question says, I want to go on a diet that doesn't have any carbohydrates for the new year. Do you recommend this?
No, that's the old Atkins diet.
Which we haven't heard of for years.
Yeah, of like pure protein. And now there's been the paleo diet, I think, too, that has very little.
Diet,
yeah, there's all these fad diets. Here's the thing, okay? Look for balance. And look for how did your ancestors do? Before there was an obesity problem on Guam, the ancestors ate in a healthy way. What did they eat? They ate fish, they ate vegetables, they ate fresh things. They didn't eat a bunch of processed food and sweets. Sugar wasn't really around back then. You had to make it out of coconuts, right? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you didn't really have that. So if you go back to your ancient heritage, think about what your great-grandfather used to eat, and then you look at your portion size, and what you're eating and how much you're eating, you'll see a very big difference between those two. So you want to go back to natural foods. You can still have carbohydrates, you can still have protein, you can have moderate amounts of everything, but count your calories. And when you find that you're eating 1,500 for women or 1,800 calories for a man per day, along with an hour of exercise, that weight will come off. It's just slow and steady wins the race.
I don't know if this made it on camera, but as soon as we said the whole word fad diet, Dr. Lom's eyes rolled in the back of her head. So obviously a touchy subject with people in your line of work.
Well, the thing is, there's always a new one. There's always a new fad diet. And, unfortunately, people get disappointed.
Okay, well, our next question says, how much sleep should I get every night? I want to sleep more, but I just haven't gotten that much this last year. And how do you get more sleep?
Well, that's a great question too, because that's individual. You get enough sleep when you feel rested in the morning. When you wake up and you feel rested, you've had enough sleep. That'll vary from person to person. Most people, the 8 hours of sleep, somewhere between 6 and 8. Teenagers do need more. They need more like 9, okay? And little children may need more. But for adults, somewhere between, let's say 7, 8 hours of sleep, you'll probably feel good. And it depends too what time you're going to bed. Sometimes if you're going to bed very, very late, even if you have that, 8, 9 hours of sleep, you'll still feel very tired. So as Ben Franklin said, early to bed, early to rise, right?
All right, well, let's go ahead and cut this segment short so that, hopefully we can get some rest.
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, thanks so much for your help.
You're welcome.
All right, Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
All right. Stay tuned. Healthy Living Tuesday returns right after this.